for watching SLC TV, your connection to Salt Lake City government news. On this week's episode of Capital City News, we hear from Salt Lake City Fire about their recent deployment to help battle the Southern California wildfires. And our History Minute is about Armistice Day and how the city celebrated the end of World War I. Let's get started with our look back. Salt Lake City breaks ground on a new $500 million water reclamation facility, which treats about 33 million gallons of wastewater per day, making this one of the largest public works facilities in city history. The new facility will be sustainable, built to the highest environmental standards, and will include educational aspects for the public. The project is scheduled to be completed in 2025. To learn more, visit makeitpureslc.com. Something new, something striking and innovative makes itself highly visible to downtown goers. Salt Lake City's newest public art installation, Pages of Salt, by artist Ned Kahn, is now complete for public enjoyment. Comprised of stainless steel rods and 336 Teflon flags, Pages of Salt mimics a vertical cloud of newspapers swaying in the wind, paying homage to the printing presses of the Salt Lake Tribune and the Deseret News, both longtime residents of Regent Street.
It's a great day today. We have about 1,200 volunteers here to help those experiencing homelessness get connected to a wide range of services. We have about 125 service providers, about 150 unique services. So last year we did about 3,600 services. We're hoping to beat that this year. We've got everything from veterans, medical, dental, vision, haircuts. DWS is here to help with IDs and birth certificates. We got flu shots, Hep A shots, all kinds of things. Well, for those who have been here before, they love coming. It's a very impactful and rewarding experience, not only for them, but the people they're serving. For those who are new, they're a little bit nervous. They're not quite sure what to expect. But you just get in and you meet somebody and you start connecting them and everything changes. We hope to have this as an annual event. This is, like you said, year 3, so we'll hope to continue to year 4. But for those who are getting services here that can't complete them, we do have service providers that will connect them to ongoing treatment. So we want to make sure that if you're interested in participating again, that you follow us on Facebook. We're planning on next October. We have a tentative date that we can't release yet, but keep your eyes open for the first part of October. But we'll be reaching out to you to get you involved for next year.
As the wind speeds start to pick up in the west, fires are starting to spread at a rapid pace. To help assist, Salt Lake City Fire has deployed 4 firefighters to Southern California. Chad Doyle with the Salt Lake City Fire Department talks about how his team sprang into action when they got the call for help.
My name's Chad Doyle. I'm the Special Operations Captain for Salt Lake City Fire. So today we're all gathering as a large task force to travel down to Southern California to help them with active wildfires that are going on in their communities. We're going down into kind of dire situations with heavy winds, dry climate and dry fuels, and a fire that's raging almost out of control at this point, and a large need for manpower to help Southern California. So what happens is there's an EMAC request, which is a request to the state of Utah, and that request goes out to everyone within the state. Salt Lake City answered the call along with all these other departments, and we announce how many resources we can send, and then they let us know how many they'd like, and it all happens very quickly. We got the call yesterday and we're here this morning. Overall, we're sending a series of Type 3 apparatus, which are kind of a mid-size fire engine, and then Salt Lake City is sending a Type 6 fire engine, which is commonly called an auxiliary or a grass fire truck. And so we'll be sending 4 employees down, 4 firefighters in that Type 6. We're scheduled for a 2-week deployment. Those can be shortened and they can also be lengthened, but we're expecting a 2-week deployment at this point. There's a source of pride to be able to go represent Salt Lake City, but also represent the state of Utah, and to go help California. In our valley here, we help and are helped by other departments, and this is an opportunity for us to reach out to a state in dire need, and there is a sense of pride that goes with that. And we're very proud and thankful for their request and the opportunity.
And now it's time for our History Minute.
On the 11th minute of the 11th hour of the 11th month of 1918, the Armistice ending World War I went into effect, ending the bloodiest conflict the world had ever known to that point. This was a tremendous relief to the United States, as we had almost 3 million service personnel serving overseas for the war. The news hit Salt Lake City on that day, and the largest public celebration ever held in Salt Lake City ensued. Held in front of the Salt Lake Tribune offices between 1st and 2nd South on Main Street, the newspaper estimated that 125,000 Salt Lakers turned out to the impromptu dance and party. City officials quickly erected platforms for bands to provide music, and a dance broke out late into the night. In attendance were church and city officials, including Salt Lake City's 17th mayor, Mont Ferry. According to the Salt Lake Tribune, the joyous occasion lasted well into the night. The names of those from Utah who passed away in the First World War are memorialized at a monument in Memory Grove Park.
Thanks for joining us for another episode. Join us next time to get the latest. For SLC TV, I'm Poonam Kumar.